How you guys doing today? Mega Honko 1 here. Just coming to you with another knife review. So I've been doing a lot of videos on survival knives. You know, what do you want for your bug out bag? What do you want to carry as far as your WROL, whatever. But one thing I've kind of been slacking on, and haven't really hit on is for you know, I do videos for a lot of preppers and stuff, guys who want to get into prepping, who want to be prepared, but you know, that's for like a more of a social breakdown, I guess a society breakdown kind of scenario. But what about the zombie apocalypse? That's right, I said it. The zombie apocalypse. I personally, I find it very hard to believe that something like that would happen. But you know, just in case, you know, what kind of knife do you want with you? Well, I'm gonna go over this one, and this one is really good for two roles. One, you have your defensive blade, and another one you have your I guess you want to call it your working blade. So let's get into this. This is made by Humvee, so don't be discouraged by its name. These are actually really nice Bowie knives, and I got this whole set used for about $10, and they're in really good shape. So the first one here is, you know, pretty small, standard Bowie. It's very durable. Got a polished blade on it. You can see the Humvee written on there. Now, one thing I would point out is the difference between a polished blade and a baked black finish blade. Well, obviously one's a different color, but a polished blade is going to stick into your zombie's skull and then come out of the skull easier than a baked finish blade, because a baked black finish blade has texture, a little bit of texture on it. You know, it's gonna cause a little more friction when you're trying to retract it out of a zombie's skull when you destroy the brain. I mean, not saying you'd probably be this close, but just in case you were. Anyway, so why a smaller blade? Well, you see, this is good for small work. You know, it's easier controllable. This would be like your working blade. You know, this you'd have to use the one you'd have to use every day as far as like camping stuff, or maybe if you wanted to fashion a spear to, you know, use on your the zombie skulls instead of a blade, then you know that's a good idea. This is the one you want to use. And of course, this one is your I guess you can say your defense blade. It's a lot bigger. It's a lot more weighted. It's you could use this for a zombie apocalypse pretty well. I mean, you know, and the cool thing about, obviously, why you want to choose a bigger blade for your, this is, I guess, your last chance zombie defense knife, is because it takes less effort to get it through the skull. And now, when we're talking about zombie defense, when we're talking about going up against a zombie with a knife, first of all, the thing you got to remember is they're the Walking Dead, so they are dead, and it is easier to get the knife through dead necrotic tissue, i.e. bones and, you know, muscle and stuff like that, because the blood supply, they're not getting adequate blood supply and oxygen, so it's easier. That's why you want a big weighted, big Bowie knife style blade. I mean, you could use this, but you'd probably be pretty screwed. But I mean, honestly, in my personal opinion, I think a set like this would be your perfect zombie knife set. And you can find these pretty much anywhere, and they're really not that expensive. I know these look fancy, but these look fancy and they look super expensive, but they're really not. So yeah, so I just want to do a video today on yeah, the zombie apocalypse your defensive knife set. So yeah, other than that, that's about it. I probably won't be doing too many more knife reviews soon. My display case is getting pretty full, but if I come across anything unusual, I will definitely be putting that up on the web and stuff. And especially if you guys have any other recommendations as far as melee weapons go for the zombie apocalypse. But I'm not looking for the general run-of-the-mill of things, you know, like an axe or stuff like that. You know, I want to see response videos of the unusual stuff you guys would use as far as zombie defense. I had a video response to a really long time ago where another YouTube user wanted to use a golf club. Cool, whatever. Anyway, that's about it, and you guys have a good one.